My name is Cassandra Bell, and I am one of Chicago's hottest directorists. And I am sitting here with my fellow actress that stars in my film September Rayne that premieres November the 25th at the Harold Washington Cultural Center. And we are getting ready to give you the update on September Rayne. I got started about 7 years ago here at the lovely Harold Washington Cultural Center. I started with a stage play called Hard Knock Life. I've been a fan of Annie forever, and I wanted to put like an African American twist on it. And so from there, I just started taking a look at a lot of the young girls' issues. And I wanted to know what happened to that sugar and spice. What happened to that sweetness that a lot of young girls used to have. When I was growing up, it was really important to be a lady or be ladylike. And so I started talking to a lot of the younger girls from the ages of like 9 to 25. And I realized that we had an issue here in this city and in America, period. A lot of young girls had lost their value. And value is something a little bit deeper than self-esteem. So I penned September Rayne, and that's my story and my summary pretty much of what I think is going on here in Chicago with a lot of our youth, our younger women. Well, I knew I had to do this movie. It was a few headlines that had made Chicago news, and it was about young girls and this social media obsession that a lot of younger girls were actually committing real serious offenses. And so I said, I really got to put together a team of amazing young talent, and we tell this story about young girls and the impact of mental illness in young girls ages 18 to 25. And what really, not only that, we touch on post-traumatic stress disorder as well. And just to tell this story about what's going on with our young women, period. So once I finished September Rayne, I read it like several times, critiqued it, and then I let a few of my harsh critics read it, and everybody said, what, we really, really love this story. I mean, this story needs to be told. And so I put together my amazing team. I met with Film Barrels, which is Darren DeShazier and Mark Q Haynes, and we met together. I let them read the script, and they was like, let's do it. Let's get this project completed and done. It was really, really important to me, the actresses that were selected for September Rayne. There were two categories that I wanted to show the girls in flashback, because a lot of times we don't realize, how do we get to where we are? There's a thing in psychology is called nature and nurture. A lot of times personalities are formed by their environment. So I really wanted to put together an ensemble of young actresses to match my adult actresses. And so I literally went on social media, had casting calls, and it is the most unique thing. I really went on my spirit. I really prayed about it. And when girls walked into the auditions, and I had a lot of auditions, I just knew the girls, who they were. And what was so amazing is that the girls looked exactly like the adult girls. It was such a unique thing that we were able to make these girls literally look like each other at different ages. And it was such a beautiful thing, because it was magic, because when we actually filmed, the girls had never met the adult actresses. So they literally went off the script, and the personalities were perfect. I couldn't have directed better. Those girls just embodied their characters, and the adult actresses did too. So it was a perfect matchup, and it's amazing. That's why you got to see the movie. It was just amazing work. It was just an amazing artistry in the story that these young girls put forth. And listen, the babies look. The babies kind of steal a little thunder from the adults, just a little bit. because they did such an amazing job. I mean, you got, I think the youngest was 7. The youngest was 7 years old. I mean, lines and delivery and an embodiment of character. That is such a major thing. So it was really awesome. I was so happy with the final project. Once it was completed, I was so happy with it. It was just amazing. I remember when we were on set and we were doing that scene, and I mean, it's Saturday night because we had an obituary and everything, but they was just like, we're not going to do the obituary because, people have fear of death. But in that moment, the sacrifice was biblical, because we all know that, that China character couldn't have taken what she was going to take. And so that it was like a sacrifice in a moment. And the girls did such a beautiful job in being and showing friendship, showing that love and that sense of family and self-worth, because we have an epidemic. Mothers are not being mothers anymore. And now great grandma and grandma's our mama. People are not parenting the way they used to parent. And so we have these altered families. And so in September Rayne, these girls were each other's family. And that bond was stronger than that. They were sisters. And the girls did a great job with that. And the young girls did too. So I'm going to pass the mic to Ceenana. She played November. And September Rayne did an amazing job with November. And it's funny because November I'll let her tell you, she was the mean one.
I am Ceenana Kaleena. I played Baby November in September Rayne. November was a challenge because my mom is a great mother, and I'm not really a mean person, so I really had to challenge myself and get in tune with my character. I had to study her PTSD. I had to see my friends who went through what November went through and try to bring that emotion out that they had. And November was a really powerful character to play. She symbolized so much pain. She symbolized survival. Her and her sisters, that was her family. People that didn't have any blood or any connection with her at first. When she was younger, they became her family. And they had to raise each other. And November was really, really crazy. She was really fun to play. She was a fun character.
This is not the only project, because one of the things about September Rayne, everybody keeps asking me to do, they want me to do a short on the girls. And I'm considering that, to do a short. They want to know more about the girls. And there's enough, we know what the script was. That wasn't really enough to really do a short on the girls, because people want to know about their past and about how did they get there, because we touched on it, but really, I was really considering doing like a little 60-minute short, well, 45 minute short on the girls, just the little girls alone, because just to give some more insight, because they really carried the story. They really had the history of the story, because, well, we can't give away all of them. We got to come see September Rayne. It's here at the Harold Washington Cultural Center, November the 25th. Red carpet reception is at 6 p.m. and doors are open, and we will start doing our panel, which Ceenana's going to speak to young actors that are interested in acting, and we're going to have a panel discussion, and then we're going to watch this amazingly powerful movie here at the Harold Washington Culture Center, 4701 South King Drive. Say it again. Oh, I kept the tickets affordable. So listen, you can get your ticket at www.cassandrabellstudios.com for only $10, because I really just want everybody to see all of the work that we put in. It took us 2 years to make this movie. I filmed it on weekends only. It took me 2 years to make it. It is such a labor of love, and it's such a walk of faith, because I had no budget. I only had a vision and just nothing but faith. And every time I look at it, it's so emotional for me. I can barely watch it because I know just how blessed I was to be able to create a project and with no budget. You know, it don't look like it didn't have a budget, but it didn't have a budget. So as they say, you have to walk by faith and not by sight. So get your tickets. They're only $10. You can get them at www.cassandrabellstudios.com. Once again, we're here at the Harold Washington Cultural Center, 4701 South King Drive, Chicago, Illinois. Bronzeville, baby.